Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Thank you. This is Sellavin. I'll give my latest review on Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc Fight episode 104, The Hero Named D. Hey, this is definitely a very good episode. Because we get to see some surprises and something new, and this got me, very, very excited for what's going to happen next. Anyway, let's get started. Number 5, Yuzu meets Yusho Sakaki. Like, Yusho, well, has been gone for a long time. He's been 3 years since he disappeared. All I know that he first appeared, he disappeared. Somehow he disappeared, and he went into standard dimension, and from standard dimension to the Exceeds dimension. Apparently, he was there the whole time when the city, when what happened when the city, he was there for 3 years. Apparently, he was a teacher at Clover, at the Dugo where Sayaka and Kite were at. He was teaching them dueling. He was teaching them the true way of dueling. Dueling was a tool to make people smile, not to hurt them. His way of dueling, entertainment dueling. The right way of dueling. However, during the melee and the invasion by Academia, he got caught in the crossfire and was sent here to the fusion dimension. It's definitely very bad. Because this is not something. Because it seems that he didn't run away like a coward. He was forced to leave. But still, it doesn't explain how he first got to the Exceeds dimension. That's still a big hole in his story. Anyway, number 4, Yuya goes to Spades. I said that because that's the name of the dual school where Shun and Yuto first went. Apparently, Yuto left a spare deck there. We get to see the abandoned school. Shun was there too as well. Seeing the dual school, seeing how destroyed dual disc. How we get to see so many cards that were all wrecked and torn. And it's obviously the school wasn't spared. However, the school took a hit. And when the invasion of Academia happened, it wasn't a safe place to hide. But amazingly, Yuto had a spare deck in there, and it remained intact. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool because I think I didn't know that he would plan that hard ahead. I know it's just convenient for the plot point. It's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. We also get to learn that Yuto, the fact that he's coming out more and more, he says that it's a sign of what happened back in the synchro dimension when Yuri and Yugo started the duel, and Yuto and Yuya were all nearby, and all 4 of the dragons were calling out. Apparently, it's a side effect of having their dragons call to each other and becoming one. Like those dragons, they all play the pivotal role, but to become what? To become one, to unite? Because it's still very complicated. It seems like these dragons, and these Yuyas, they're the linchpin of what's going on. I know that the linchpin is really Yuzu. Well, I mean, Yuzu's the real linchpin. The Yuzus, the bracelet girls, they're the linchpin, but Yuya, he has a role to play in it too, and you can't just ignore that. And so are the dragons. So this is one of the reasons why Yuto's coming out more and more. Then it leads to number 3. Meet Riser. I got that confused. Meet Aster Phoenix. Yuya, he's meeting Aster now face to face, and it looks like Aster, he has a grudge against Yuya's dad. What kind of grudge? I have no idea. What did he do to Aster to make him hate him so much? But it's obviously some kind of score to settle. Yet I have no idea. Yeah, it's pretty, little messed up, and we have no idea what's going on. So anyway, it's definitely very interesting the way you see it. Like he has a death score, so they have no choice but to duel. Yuya wants to know where his dad is, but Aster's not listening. And Aster's always been a bit stubborn and does whatever he wants back in GX, and he's no different here in Arc 5. So seeing this, it's definitely very, very hard. I mean Yuya, he starts off well. He even brings out a new entertainment, all cover Hippo, and he brings out Discover Hippo. Seeing the way he does it, but he could tell that that he could tell that Yuya is Yusho's son because he told him right now. But the fact that he uses entomate monsters, like that's proof that even more that he uses that he's Yusho's son. Seeing Aster in his duel, he's like very very brutal. He uses like piercing damages and using piercing damage to eat away at and Yuya and his monsters and his life points. He even say he's gonna go all out, bringing out these Destiny Hero drill guy, and he even performs a fusion summon with them. I never seen Aster use fusion summoning in DX. I never seen him use fusion summoning. He's always been reliant on his cards. Using their bonds and their tricky abilities, and using their kabak and straight and using this dynamite guy. He's definitely not going to be holding back against Yuya. So I feel for Yuya. And then, and he's like definitely, and this leads to my number two. Number two, who Yuto overshadows Yuya, and this, finally, Yuto gets involved in the duel, but it's different this time. It's not like Berserk mode where he just attacks randomly. He's angry because Aster's an Academia duelist. He's do he's doing all he's do these taxes are brutal and vicious, and he's saying you did this to my comrades as well. He did now that he defeated the resistance, so he overshadows Yuya using his pendulum summon and using he does this. He takes over Yuya's body, and it looks like it's less like connecting, more overshadow because Yuya's eyes become gray like Yuto's. Seeing how he overshadows him using both using pendulum summoning and summoning out and using exceed summoning to summon out Dark Rebellion. I mean, Yuto has the right to be angry. These people destroyed their homeland. However, Aster's not the kind of guy who plays hardball for nothing. He's definitely determined on defeating Yuya because he thinks by doing this he's gonna get back at Yusho Sakaki. He's doing this because of Yusho, and we get to see that in the beginning he has one half of Smile World. Smile World, and Yusho has the other half. But he's not. The way he keeps beating down on Yuya, the way he does this, he even managed to save his monster Dynamite. A dystopia guy, saving him from being destroyed, but also at the same time making sure to deal damage to Yuya, making sure he doesn't have nowhere to go. And their life points are pretty much about even. Aster's at 100, Yuya's at 200. I mean, just 100 points is just separating them. It's definitely very, very critical. Seeing how this works. Then it leads to my number one moment. Yuya ranks up. Yuto, he overshadows Yuya again, even though Yuya doesn't want to, to use force. I mean, he wants to talk to him, but he can't. It's obviously that he doesn't want. He's not the kind of guy you can just reason with, because he hates Yuya's father, and even if he was Yuya's father, he can't make him smile. He even says it at best. Using dueling to make people smile is a good idea, but that's after you defeat Academia, which means he can't be soft. He can't hold back on people. Which when he overshadows him again, he draws a card and he brings out a rank up magic, Phantom Light Launch, and summons Dark Requiem Exceeds Dragon. See this dragon is like a lot more beast and nastier here. It looks like what would happen if you merge Dark Rebellion with Summon Skull, because his whole body's like literally covered in bony protrusions like a skeleton, like bony armor, and its wings are a lot more intense, seeing this. And this creature has a special ability. It's just like Dark Rebellion, but more worse. For example, it turns the opponent's attack points to 0, and also adds that attack points amounts to your monster. And at the same time, you can also use an overlay unit to summon back a Dark Rebellion Exceeds Dragon to negate your opponent's monster's special abilities. And seeing this monster, it's badass. I mean, this is exactly what Yuya needs. Step up the game. Hey, now that they're in the Exceed dimension and Academia is right now they're in the heart of Academia's eyesight because they're right now that they're in the Exceed dimension they have to somehow find a way to drive out Duel Academy from from the Exceed dimension and somehow survive. While at the same time they have a hard way to dealing with. For example, after Phoenix, he doesn't lose. They don't lose. They manage to end with a draw after managing to survive. But and knowing that Yuya is Yusho's son, he's not gonna stop looking for him. And not to mention the fact he's also the commander in chief of Academia. I'm like, is that true? Like that means he's like literally the head, the spearhead of the Exceed Dimension invasion. That means in order to stop him, they have to like defeat him. They have to defeat him in battle. That is the only way they can save the Exceed Dimension. And they have to defeat Aster, but it's gonna be maybe harder. It's gonna be better off said than done because Aster's not the kind of opponent you take down very easily. We also get to see preview from the next episode. It looks like Hoon is gonna fight against Kite, and I can't wait to see how his Raid Raptors versus Kite's Galaxy Eyes, because it looks like it's gonna be an intense battle. I can't wait to see. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Thank you. This is Sellavin. I'm gonna give you my latest review on Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc Fight episode 101. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Thank you. Bye.